Alright, so we got a new patch note for GP, and of course, this is of course, we always have the big content week, the relax week, big content week, relax week. This is the relax week. Global players don't know what that is because every week for global is no chill. But interesting, actually, quite interesting stuff this week. Usually, in these weeks we have like nothing, but this time we have, new costumes, which isn't content, right? It's just new costumes, but pretty nice. The Ascanor one has a beard. He looking pretty clean. I like the Mage Merlin. If I didn't have Merlin and Gopher with Full War, I mean all these three for me have like Full War. If I didn't have them, I would buy them. But Ban looks incredible. He looks like The Witcher. It looks really good with the haircut, and I mean the armor resembles a little bit. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. They're making these RPG sets. One interesting thing was I probably mentioned this already, but in the last patch, let me take a look, go back. In the last patch, in the other RPG set, they made it very interesting. I don't know if it shows up right here, it should, it doesn't. Right, let me go back. I need to find the patch notes for last week. Give me a second. Here, these costumes were here very interesting to me because they released 4 costumes, right? One for each festival exclusive, and then Diane, which is so odd. Why would they release her in this pack? I guess now that they're releasing for Gelfer, Ascanor, Merlin, and Ban, I guess it makes sense. It was for every Sin plus Elizabeth. So I just found it interesting that Diane was in here, and I thought maybe Diane's an X Festival exclusive because she was packed with all the 3 other festival exclusives, but no. It's just coincidence, right? It could have been anyone. So the X Festival exclusive could be anyone, actually. But one interesting thing, Elizabeth. Elizabeth's costume is literally pay to win. And you can, oh yeah, of course, every costume that's paid is technically pay to win. No, she is actually pay to win. Because if you haven't played her in PvP yet, maybe you play global, you haven't faced her. If you use this costume, you cannot be targeted. I thought, like, I had this issue in a match once in a video, and I was like, what's happening? What's happening? Am I misclicking? And then I saw on Twitter people telling me the same thing was happening, and is when you verse this costume, if you're wearing this costume, people can't click on Elizabeth to make her their target. So let's say you have her Elizabeth ultimate, and they have a Green Merlin that they can take off ultimate gauge. They cannot take off her ultimate gauge, unless the random select chooses Elizabeth. But when does that, ever go in your favor, right? This costume needs to be fixed, and they did not address this in this patch note. I checked it out, unless I missed it. There was one problem with PvP, which was Dro's passive or something, I don't know. But they do not talk about the Elizabeth issue. They're just letting it happen. Unless they already fixed it and I didn't see it. Unless they made like a midweek patch and I didn't see it. And then you ignore this, okay? But as the last time I saw it, this costume was completely pay to win, bugged. I know it's not on purpose, but still, it's so odd that it just randomly happens. If Elizabeth wasn't annoying enough, right? But yes, I think the costume looked pretty nice. But to me, what's interesting is this week they're resetting Tower of Trials. So, for the past week, we got the Tower of Disaster, which when we saw the info, lots of people were very, very disappointed because the rewards were much worse than regular Towers of Trial. Regular Towers of Trial gives you 45 gems, so many envos, hammers, super awakening coins. So it was like the rewards for Tower of Trial are insane, right? And then we saw the Tower of Disaster, no gems, much less stuff. So it was very upsetting. But this Tower of Disaster is super easy. Tower of Trial is the hardest activity in the game. You saw Super Boss Ascanor, he's a joke in comparison, okay? Tower of Trial is the most difficult activity in the game. And they just made this as like it has the same format as Tower of Trial, right? That's why people are like, is this Tower of Trial? No, it's a different thing. I was hoping this week would reset the Tower of Trial, right? But I like this because it gives super awakening coins. But yeah, this mode, if you're new to JP, you can probably beat this. It was, I did it on one trial. Of course, my team is very strong, right? I was using, you know, Lost Veins, Shin, and Ludosel in the front, and then Death Pierce in the back. My team is very strong. But, like, you can probably beat this even if you have like 150, 140 KCC. But, you know, if you have like Lost Vein in your team and stuff like that, you can probably beat this. While Tower of Trial, like, it took me like so many attempts to beat it. Me. Like, me, 4.3 million box CC. So, like, it was a nice taste for you know, newish players that can't really beat Tower of Trial. I'm excited to use Hawk on Tower of Trial because he should still be buffed by tomorrow. Yeah, he's gonna be buffed for another week or so. So yeah, it's gonna be really fun trying him out on Tower of Trial because if you don't know Hawk, he is buffed right now. So all of his stats get buffed by 50%, I'm pretty sure. It's his passive, yeah. All his stats get buffed by 50%. Pierce rate, resistance, lifesteal, crit chance, crit damage, everything gets boosted by 50%. On PvE, so it's going to be really fun to use him on Tower of Trial because it's the most difficult character in the game, and the Hawk is a 366, and it's a Hawk, so it's really fun to use characters like that. Other than that, there's not much else to this week's patch. I'm hoping next week is in a major banner because they, of course, this is probably the last part of the celebration. Given that, you know, the celebration started with King, so it was King, whatever came the following week, I don't remember, and now the Lilia banner came out, and Lilia, although she wasn't a festival exclusive, it felt like it because her banner had, you know, terrible rates for her, 0.25%, and of course, Mono was a necessary character if you really want to farm Escador on Hell with more, you know, with more ease. So it really felt like a festival exclusive banner that really drained gems. Like, I still got a bunch, but because they inflated the shop with sales, and I when I see sales, I just buy them because, you know, I'm so used to it. I didn't even realize how much I was buying. They really inflated the shop with sales for Lilia because they really expected people to just summer a lot. I hope there's not a big banner again because this would be like so many big banners in a row because, you know, King and Handy was a must summon. Like, King and Handy are insane. King is probably, you know, the best PvP in the game combined with Hendrickson right now, and right now, of course. And then Lilia is fantastic as well, and she's very exclusive. Dropping very exclusive characters like back to back, I don't like it. They did like almost the same thing for Anniversary, where they dropped Elizabeth, and then, you know, 2 weeks later, the draw is not very exclusive, but Deanna's and all the other characters in that banner were literally exclusive characters for season, right? So I don't like them doing that because people that don't spend have a hard time keeping up. I know other games do that. Most games do that. You know, I just don't like it. I know Dokkan drops, you know, the new right now, 2 LRs and then LR like a few weeks later. It's not like free-to-play players are supposed to get all of it, but, you know, it's just not how Grand Cross used to be. Grand Cross used to be much more generous, but I guess they are, you know, progressing with the game. They end up doing more of this kind of stuff. I don't know. I just hope next banner isn't like a must summon again. I just need some chill. I know original character just came out, so there's not going to be another original character. Original character banner is usually more chill because it's guaranteed. I just hope it's not someone big. Give me Grey Road. Grey Road needs a unit. Just don't bring me someone that I need to spend too much for, because I'm exhausted. Alright? Every banner is so much for me these days. Give me Grey Road. Some of them only gonna wanna, you know, get 1/6 or something like that. But yeah, I'm excited for Tower tomorrow. I will not stream, but because I've been streaming the towers because they're so fun to stream. But I'm busy these days, so I'll be just recording the video. I'll try to maybe record the last 5 stages. Those are usually the actual big ones, right? And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah.